Hello there. All prospective pilots undergoing their initial flying training are required to pass two RT exams. The first is a written exam, which confirms that they've got a good knowledge of the required RT terminology, which in the UK is contained in the CAA document CAP 413. The second RT exam is an oral test, where the student takes the part of a pilot, and the examiner takes the part of the various air traffic control officers along their chosen route. Many students have difficulty in mastering this, possibly because the push-to-talk button on their transmitter possesses magic qualities. Whenever they press it, their brain goes dead. This must be true, because it happens to nearly everybody at some stage in their training. To help overcome this video illustrates a training app that I've created, which allows a prospective pilot to practice his skills with AI controllers in the privacy of his own home. So the route is from Wellesbourne in the Midlands up to Hardon, a controlled aerodrome on the edges of Snowdonia. And what we're going to do now is do the actual role play. And as you can see, the aircraft is parked at the South Warwickshire Flying School on Wellesbourne Mountford Airfield. The engine is running and all pre-tests have been completed. So the first thing is to request a radio check and then for taxi. Now, as you can see, a speech window has opened up. This isn't activated until you press the space bar, and this will then activate the microphone. As soon as the words appear in the speech bar window, we press the space bar again and this transmits the message. Wellesbourne information. Good afternoon. Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo. Request radio check.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Wellesbourne information. Good afternoon. Readability 5. Pass your message.
Readability 5 also. Request airfield information and taxi. Flight to Hardon, 2 POB, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo.
Golf November Bravo, taxi holding point Alpha, runway 18 right-hand circuit, QNH 1016.
Taxi to holding point Alpha, runway 18 right-hand circuit, QNH 1016.
Golf November Bravo, correct.
So now we've moved to the holding point Alpha. All power checks have been completed and we're now ready for departure. So the next thing is to advise ready for departure. Golf November Bravo, holding Alpha, ready for departure.
Golf November Bravo, hold position, traffic on final.
Holding position, Golf November Bravo.
Golf Bravo Delta, short final.
Golf Bravo Delta, surface wind calm, land or go around at your discretion.
Landing, Golf Bravo Delta.
Golf November Bravo, enter runway 18, report lined up, runway occupied.
Enter runway 18, Wilco, Golf November Bravo. Golf November Bravo, lined up 18.
Golf November Bravo, surface wind 128 degrees 9 knots, take off at your discretion.
Taking off, Golf November Bravo. So that's the departure completed. Now we've got to start the first part of the en route. And the first thing we do is we want to change to Birmingham radar on 123.980. But first we have to advise Wellesbourne that we are leaving their frequency. Golf November Bravo, changing to Birmingham 123.980.
Golf November Bravo, Roger, enjoy your flight.
FedEx 1394, surface wind 156 degrees 4 knots, runway 33, cleared to land.
Cleared to land. FedEx 1394.
As you can see, it's very important to listen out for any existing transmissions before pressing transmit. So now we're going to request a basic service from Birmingham Radar. Birmingham Radar, good afternoon. Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo. Request basic service.
Bravo Golf Bravo Whiskey Delta, Birmingham Radar, pass your message.
Negative. Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo. Request basic service.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Birmingham Radar, pass your message.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Cessna 152, Wellesbourne to Harden, 3 miles south of Snitterfield, altitude 2,300 feet on QNH 1018, ETA Droitwich 36, request basic service.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, basic service, Birmingham QNH 1010, report Droitwich.
Basic service, Birmingham QNH 1010, Wilco, Golf November Bravo. Okay, so that's the first part done. Now we need to make a position report. There are two types of position reports. A simple one, where you just report your position and altitude, and a procedural one, where you include the time at which the report is made, and also an ETA for the next significant turning point. In this case, we'll just make a simple position report. Golf November Bravo, Droitwich, 2,200 feet.
Golf November Bravo Roger, report changing to en route frequency.
Wilco, Golf November Bravo. Right, and on we go. Oops. Right, okay, so now we have to make a pan-pan call. Pan-pan, pan-pan, pan-pan. Birmingham Radar, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Cessna 152, rough running engine, diverting to Wolverhampton Halfpenny Green, 3 miles southwest of Halfpenny Green, altitude 2,000 feet, heading northeast, PPL to POB.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Birmingham Radar, roger your pan-pan, if possible report airfield in sight.
Wilco, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo. Well, thankfully we managed to sort the thing out, so we now have to cancel pan-pan with Birmingham. Birmingham Radar, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, cancel pan-pan. Engine running normally, suspected carburetor icing, resuming route to Harden.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Birmingham Radar, roger your cancel pan-pan, report changing to en route frequency.
Wilco, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo. Okay, we've got over that little bit of excitement. Now we're going to make a transit of Shawbury. Now Shawbury is a mats, and we're going to assume that we're actually have to go through at fairly low level, so we're going to have to request both a mats and an ATZ penetration. Golf November Bravo, request frequency change to Shawbury approach 133.150.
Golf November Bravo, frequency change approved, goodbye.
Right, so now we're going to make a request for a basic service with a MATS and ATZ penetration. Shawbury approach, good afternoon. Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, request basic service with MATS and ATZ penetration.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Shawbury approach, pass your message.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Cessna 152 from Wellesbourne to Harden, 12 miles southeast to your southeast, altitude 2,200 feet on QNH 1010, ETA zone boundary at 02, request a basic service with MATS and ATZ penetration.
Golf November Bravo, basic service, MATS and zone transit approved, not below height 2000 feet, Shawberry QFE 1005, report zone boundary.
Basic service, MATS and zone penetration approved, not below height 2000 feet, Shawberry QFE 1005, Wilco.
Golf November Bravo, I say again, basic service, MATS and zone transit approved, not below height 2000 feet, Shawberry QFE 1005, report zone boundary.
So if you get it wrong, then the program will give you a prompt with the actual bit that you have to say, but you still have to read it back. Basic service, MATS and zone transit approved, not below height 2000 feet, Shawberry QFE 1005, Wilco. Okay, so the next section is that we report entering the maps and then leaving the maps. Golf November Bravo, entering the maps.
Golf November Bravo Roger, report leaving the MATS.
Wilco, Golf November Bravo. And this is Shawberry, which I believe is a helicopter station. Golf November Bravo, leaving the maps.
Golf November Bravo Roger, report changing to en route frequency.
Wilco, Golf November Bravo. Golf November Bravo, changing to Harden approach.
Golf November Bravo negative, Harden approach, 120.055.
Harden approach, 120.055.
Golf November Bravo, frequency change approved.
So now we get in touch with Harden approach for the joining sequence. Harden approach, good afternoon, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, request joining.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Harden approach, pass your message.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, Cessna 152, inbound from Wellsbourne, 30 miles to your southeast, altitude 2,200 feet on QNH 1010, ETA 23, request joining.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, join overhead, runway 22, Harden QNH 1006, report aerodrome in sight.
Join overhead, runway 22, Harden QNH 1006, Wilco. You note in fact that Harden continued to use the full call sign, so we have to do the same thing. Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, aerodrome in sight.
Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo Roger, contact Harden Tower, 124.955.
Contact Harden Tower, 124.955. Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo. So now we get in touch with Harden Tower for the approach and landing. Harden Tower, Golf Bravo Whiskey November Bravo, overhead.
Golf November Bravo Roger, report downwind.
Wilco, Golf November Bravo. Golf November Bravo downwind.
Golf November Bravo Roger, number 2, report final.
Number 2, Golf November Bravo.
Golf November Bravo, I say again, number 2, report final.
Number 2, Wilco, Golf November Bravo.
Golf Charlie Delta, final.
Golf Charlie Delta, surface wind 155 degrees 3 knots, number 1, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land, Golf Charlie Delta.
Golf November Bravo, final, runway 22.
Golf November Bravo Roger, number 1, runway 22, clear to land, surface wind 240 degrees, 15 knots.
Clear to land, Golf November Bravo. Clear to land.
Golf November Bravo, vacate next right, taxi to Apron Alpha via taxiways Alpha and Delta.
Vacate next right, taxi to Apron Alpha by taxiways Alpha and Delta.
Golf November Bravo, park next to the PA-23, Golf Alpha Tango Victor Papa.
Park next to the PA-23, Golf November Bravo. And that's the end of the role play. This app is based on Microsoft Office PowerPoint. It does seem to need a fairly modern version of PowerPoint, and it also needs the system to be running Windows 11. It does work in a way on Windows 10, but it seems better on 11, and it certainly won't work on a Mac, even if it's working in a compatibility mode. I'll leave links in the description, so if anybody wants to get in touch and get a copy of this, then I'll send them a download link. Anyway, nice to talk to you. Thanks very much for watching. Bye.